So I've been getting a ton of messages, a ton of DMs, emails saying, Nez, you got to react to this Joe Rogan viral video that is just creating a storm on the internet. So this is my first time watching this. I'm going to react to this in real time, and then we'll talk about it. So let's check this out.
It all bothers me, the fragility of the human mind. You know, that so everybody forever was like, Kamala Harris is the worst vice president. She's the least popular vice president of all time. And then in a moment in time, all of a sudden she's our solution. She's our hero. Everybody's with her. All these social media posts about her. Try Googling a negative story on her. You won't find one.
So,
ta-da!
Okay, you've got.
Do you think they have her medicated? Because there was a guy that was speculating that some of the things that she says, the way she's sort of disconnected sometimes, and
I don't know.
She goes on these rambles that it's indicative
understand.
of certain anti-anxiety medication. I do not know if this is true. See if you can find that, because really
That
shouldn't
would
say
make
that about our future president.
Yeah, our future. Yeah,
she's gonna win.
No, she's not.
She can win.
What?
She absolutely can win. I do not think she's going to win, because the more she talks, like in 2020, how bad do you have to be that you can't even make Iowa? She couldn't even compete with the mayor of South Bend.
I feel like we are in this very bizarre time where people are giving in to the bullshit in a way that I never suspected people would before. And this is one, they just want no Trump, no matter what, and they're willing to gaslight themselves to think that. And by the way, I think Hillary could win. If Hillary jumped back in.
I've been saying that for months.
If Hillary jumped back in, I think the problem was also the money, because there was it was like $250 million in the campaign fund that has to, if it only works if she's on the ticket.
Right.
So that's part of the problem. But I feel like Hillary could win. She won the popular vote in 2020.
I've been saying this for a year in different shows, and she would have won in pretty.
Michelle Obama could win too.
No, I don't.
If she wanted to do it, you don't think so?
I don't. I think that's kind of this. You sound like your parents. I think it's this boomer idea. She doesn't want it.
I'm not saying that she would be awesome at it. But I think
anyone can win of either party.
Yes.
Whoever the nominee is. Like even Chris Christie could have won if he's the Republican nominee. It's possible.
I thought that Trump getting shot would, like, that's it, election's over. But it's like they memory hold that so quick.
You would have thought Trump getting shot would have had 8 years of corporate journalists talking about hate speech causing violence to be like, let's take a step back. And that went for what, a week?
They did take a step back for a little bit.
For a week.
And then they went right back at him.
You want to talk about this memory holding?
Yeah.
With the insanity of the who's that? That was Elon who put it up. Like, if you Google President Donald, it says President Donald Reagan.
No, I tried it.
What happened?
Maybe they fixed it. It said President Donald Trump.
Okay. Well, he had a screenshot, so I'm sure he didn't Photoshop that.
I mean, it's based on a lot of things, right? Like what people are searching for. I would imagine that the assassination attempt on Trump would be the first one that you would see.
Yeah.
Assassination attempt on President.
Right.
Maybe Trump, because that's the most recent.
Yes.
But it's not.
And most newsworthy.
But it does show it. You just have to type it all in, which is interesting, because that little difference between what you can find and what you get presented immediately has a huge shift in the way people access information. And this is Robert Epstein's work.
The Creepy Line, the documentary, everyone should watch it.
Yeah, and this thing is very real. And what it is like, if you try to Google certain negative stories, like negative stories on people, it will overwhelm you with positive stories. It'll take a long time before you get to the negative stories.
Yeah, how he explained it is, here's how they can tip the scale.
Yeah.
If I Google Hillary Clinton, and I have it so Google gives fairly positive stories about Hillary as the first 10 results, you're not going to go to the second page. If I Google Donald Trump and Google gives you 7 negative stories, it's going to move the needle a little bit toward her
Quite
against him. Yeah.
Quite a bit. Like, if you're a person who's on the fence, you're like, maybe Donald Trump's not a bad guy. And then you Google him, and then you start reading some of these, like, pieces that they've written about him. It'll change your perspective.
You really think she's going to win?
I'm saying it because she could. I'm not saying it because I think she's going to, and I'm not saying because I want her to. I'm just being honest. Like, I could see her winning.
I think she's going to lose a lot of the black male vote.
Really? That's
I don't think they're going to go in the booth and pull the lever for her like they did for Biden, who's Obama's boy.
So there's a lot there to unpack. And again, like, this is my very first reaction to it. And I've always liked Joe Rogan for his honesty, his integrity. I always feel like he says what he means. He's super authentic. I think he's a master interviewer. I love his podcast. I don't really necessarily like all of his guests, but I think he is an up-and-up guy, very smart, very intelligent. He's obviously successful for all of these reasons and a whole lot more. I've been saying it for a long time. He's absolutely right. First of all, anybody that you compare to Biden is going to look like Muhammad Ali. Anybody that you compare to Biden is going to look like the best candidate that ever came out the blocks, because you're comparing to an absolute vegetable who could barely even put together a few sentences. So yes, absolutely, there is this sort of quote unquote sugar high of this new candidate. Oh my goodness, she can actually put 2 sentences together. And you got George Clooney and all the mega donors and Obama. She has energy. She has vitality. Well, yeah, when you compare her to a corpse, absolutely. But the key thing that Rogan is saying, I don't know who that other guy is. I think anything that guy says. But he represents, I think, a lot of people who support Trump and who support his policies, who I've been warning about from the get-go, which is we cannot get complacent. We know he's the best candidate. We know he cares about America. We know his policies work. We've seen them work. We know he's not what the woke propagandist media keeps saying about him, calling him this, calling him that, dictator, Hitler, violent. He's going to take away your rights. He's going to take away he's going to start world. He is everything that the woke propagandist machine, the fake media, has been saying about Trump. Literally, Biden and Kamala have done. So this is something I've been warning about for a very, very long time. We cannot get complacent. I know these people. I work with these people. They are ruthless. They don't care about anything. They literally have black belt PhDs in being cunning, lying, deceitful, reprehensible, unethical, cheat at all costs, vermin, period. Rogan is absolutely right to have this large machine that is all behind Kamala now, which is a very, very strong, powerful machine. And they're working overtime. I mean, you cannot, the ads that you're probably going to see on even this video, which I have no control over, but they are absolutely blasting across the globe. A massive content, bulky, strong, fastidious, consistent blitzkrieg of content and ads that are being blasted to Americans every single day. And you notice she doesn't have one policy. She doesn't talk about one program, one initiative. What is her plan? What is her strategy? What is she going to do if she becomes president? It's all just, do you want that guy who's a felon, who assaulted women, who wants to take away your rights? It's just attack, attack, attack. There's no substance. What Rogan says is, I think, tantamount to her success, which is there's so many people now who, even the media, by the way, the media is the worst culprit. I mean, everything Trump said about the media is 1,000,000,000% true. As a matter of fact, he was probably being too polite about this cunning, evil machine called the left woke media, which is ABC, CBS, CNN, NBC, all of those guys. New York Times, Washington Post, all of them. There was talks about Kamala should drop out of the race. There were talks when she was running for president. She called Biden a racist, a segregationist. There were talks from all of the media saying if Biden wants to win, he needs to cut ties with Kamala. Kamala's approval rating is terrible. She has nothing to stand on. She has no track record. She has no resume. She has no work experience. She has no qualifications. I mean, that's what they actually literally used to say. You can look all this stuff up. Now, all of a sudden, it's a complete 180, and there's so many people out there who actually believe this stuff, who don't exercise critical thinking one bit. So my reaction is, he's absolutely right. He's echoing the same things that I've been saying for months, if not longer, which is we need to be vigilant. We need to pretend. Look, we know what the polls say. We know what happened on July 13th. We know his strength. We know his policies. We know what he's going to do for America. We know that everybody's going to prosper economically, financially, secure-wise. The border is going to be secure. Interest rates, everything is going to be fantastic when he becomes president. But we cannot become complacent. We have to pretend like it's the fourth quarter. We got 1 minute left and we're down by 10. We have to pretend that we are losing so we can work that much harder. I know I'm going to work 10 times harder. How about you? Here's a start. You can tap the thumbs up on this video because it helps us push out, the algorithm senses that, and it helps us push out this video to more people. And you can comment and like and just watch these videos, share them. Media is the best way to wake up our fellow citizens, because when we wake up our fellow citizens to the truth, they make informed decisions. And when they make informed decisions, we all benefit. So I throw this off to you. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of what Rogan was saying? What do you think of my reaction? I can't wait to read your comments. Let me know in the comments down below. Please, I look really, really eagerly forward to see what you have to say. As always, if you made it this far, don't forget, in the pinned comment and in the show notes and description is our free newsletter. It's free. All you got to do is just give us your best email and boom, you're in. It takes 2 seconds, literally. That is in the pinned comment, show notes, and description. And this is your sure-proof way. It's like your insurance policy, because even if you're subscribed and you follow, you don't always get notifications. So if you haven't yet, sign up for our free newsletter so you're guaranteed all the latest breaking news as it happens, updates that woke media mafia won't share with you conveniently right to your inbox. Also, check out these videos coming up on the screen right now. Follow and subscribe over there. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.